Now let's learn how to use the batch feature inside the app. This is where you can process multiple manuscript pages at once. It's not as fine-tuned in terms of being able to control what the AI will do in terms of selecting or changing what models are used or letters to review, but it's particularly useful if you want to process a number of documents that seem to be related. So you might have a multi-page document you want to look through, and we want to go ahead and create that completely. I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. I'm going to use 3 pages from this investigation. And now all we have to do is you're going to let it auto detect. You don't even do anything special. It's going to automatically save it to My Transcriptions, or you can create a new collection. I could say this could be the Rodriguez collection. I'll create that. Now it'll save it in that section. And then we're ready to go. It's queued. And we'll start the batch. So you'll see generally what will happen is it'll work with 2 documents at first, transcribing those. It's telling you, already it's detected. This is letra procesal. And it said how it was ranking it. It's using this Gemini model, which is a low cost model. And we're just going to let it run in the background. This will end up in our transcriptions in just a minute, and we'll let it complete. Now, what's interesting about the batch is that it will start to populate below here the information as it's coming in. So as soon as it finishes the first one, it'll start generating the transcription and also the translations and wait to do the abstract at the end. This is still a very rough feature in the sense that the app is not able to assemble all the components together into a comprehensive text. But I think it's good to have something working, and at least you can process a number of documents very quickly and not have to do it individually. And we should be getting done with a verse document about now or so. It's usually pretty quick. And then it moves pretty quickly. Oh, it finished up the second one first. That's interesting. So it was probably a little bit less difficult for it to read. And the first one is still moving through. Now the third one is working, and we can see, okay, page 2, and it's already giving us some of the transcription. Let's zoom in. And so we'll have some dates and numbers. We can't actually edit in the batch mode. So I use this primarily for understanding and moving through documents a little bit more quickly. This is interesting. It's really hanging on the first document, but it did finish just right now. That's great. And now we'll wait for the third document. So now here's page 1. Oh, and so it's actually telling us what's going on. Oh, this is an Inquisition record from Valladolid, or relating to Tomas Rodriguez, originally from Segovia, as a Judaizer. All right. And we'll wait for the last one to come in because we can't see all the components of what batch can do until it finishes its work. But you can see there's page 1, there's page 2. It's already started working on the full modern Spanish and the full modern English. Oh, did it already finish? Yeah, it's finished with all 3. Oh, fantastic. So now you can't edit these, but again, I think what's important is these are good research tools that you can process a lot of documents quickly, identify what's useful, and then go back if you want to and run it back through the initial workbench for a more clear look at it. Or you can go the old-fashioned way, which is use this as a beginning piece, but then create your handwritten transcriptions or typed transcriptions. And this is still part of what is happening, being developed inside the app, which is it's creating this abstract. So it's saying, okay, these are inquisitorial records from 1642 to 1741 related to the prosecution of Tomas Rodriguez, Leonor, and Justina for observing the laws of Moses and Segovia and Valladolid. They include testimonies from witnesses, including these individuals, and they describe their clandestine Jewish rites and communal confessions at the Segovia River and 6 years of recurrent 24-hour fast. So often, the abstract is only as good as the transcription. So, some of this information might not be entirely accurate, and that's okay. this is where the human in the loop is essential. We want to go back, evaluate our transcripts, evaluate them against the original document, and make sure this data is accurate. I generally assume that it is not. But again, if it gets us 80% of the way there, we do know this is a document about a Judaizer, someone accused of Judaizing during the Inquisition. We know there's definitely some probably references to 24-hour fast. So this might be a cultural, social factor that we are evaluating. It gets you closer to the material. So that's it. And so it's already been saved, and you can download the PDF just like in the other Workbench, and there's all your documents, document there. Also, which I think is really useful, is you can create download the text report, and that's perfect if you want to cut and paste it into a Word document if you're working on transcriptions. Lastly, I'll just note, we can go back to My Transcriptions. Remember, we created a Rodriguez folder, and that's where it saved all of our files. It does break them apart, so it doesn't keep a complete abstract in this way for the whole thing, but it's a good place to start. All right, happy transcribing.